Hello YouTube, this is Daniel. Um, Let me see if I can get the lighting. I know the lighting is off a bit. Here. Hey, big smugly there. Alright everyone, this is Daniel. And I just want to share a few thoughts with everyone and see what you guys have to say about it. Now that we're entering this age of the feminine, this new age, I think it's important that I share something with the collective. That way, we can all grow together, which is what this is all about, right? Us becoming aware, self-aware, and self. Okay. Uh, this is about polarity, separation, and the law of cause and effect. Uh, Elijah is always telling us that we should be more conscious of the law of cause and effect. And I have been. I have been studying many things, most importantly myself, because it's the same thing. We both have the same universal soul inside of us. So, this is about males and females, and why we've been experiencing the same karmas over and over again, over and over again. You know, a typical karma with males is the female gets the male and the male goes off cheating. Typical karma with males is the female will play these yin games. Um, and what I've been trying to figure out is what what can we do so that polarity is equal, like you know, like this, not like this, you know, like, right? So I wrote a little something here. It says the female psyche becomes very guilt ridden when she is responsible for the act of sex. Why? 50% of the motive behind this is societal conditioning by us males. Us males collectively are conditioning the female. And how do we do that? How do we condition her? Well, uh, we use spells. A typical spell that the male collective uses against the female is whore. We call her whore all the time, and it's not right. I have a little passage here where I explain sort of the Christed consciousness. You know, the we are co-creating. We are. Uh, let's see. Okay, here I'm gonna read this passage. It's from my diary. This is my diary. I write every day, especially my dreams. I write my dreams a lot. So here you go. And I'm gonna tell you a little something. Crap. Okay. Little something here that I wrote. We are all co-creating our own karmas. For man, weakness to sex, he suffers the loss of his anima. This is what man is trying to gain back, his anima, which he has lost because of our sacrums. Our sacrums are sending this impulse into our brains, telling us to call the woman whore and to manipulate her in these subtle ways. But this is our man's our Achilles heel is of course sex, and because he has a weakness to sex, his anima suffers. And I guess women's own karmas, for her own karmas, she suffers the loss of her animus. So man is trying to gain his anima back, and women is trying to gain her animus. And this is the battle. This is what we're all trying to do here. So, as part of the female karmas, she, you know, her egos and her manipulations, uh, she will co-create a race of egoic males who use control and power to win them over. The love of a true woman would keep a man around, but because of the yin tricks out of his own ego, most of the time he will impregnate her and then leave. So these are the karmas that we all suffer, and every sex is suffering its own karma. Everybody. And we can escape. We can escape this if we just become self-aware. Uh, so let's go back to zero liability consciousness and why, what's going on here. Why are men and women so different from each other? Here's some words to help my fellow brothers and sisters enter the Christed consciousness in forms of polarity. And here I have a diagram. Here's a diagram. And here is, I don't know if you guys can see. Here is the negative polarity, which is the female. And here is the reactive positive polarity, which is the male. And over here, I have these things that look like molecules. This looks like a DNA strand. Because I noticed that we're both co-creating this geometry here. And here's the molecules. This is sort of how I envision attraction. Here we have the female. She's the negative polarity. And basically what she's trying to do is she's trying to draw all these other positive polarities in. So she'll have a greater circle of male friends than the male has. In his sphere of life, he won't have so many females. He might have one, and he's part of that one female that she has a circle, but she has many. And this is an illusion, really, I think. I think this is an illusion. I think we're both tired of this paradigm here. But here's some words here that I wrote down here. I'm going to read these words to you. The male and the female dance does not really exist at all. All that exists is the shape created between them. One creating the other creating the one. Very important. One creating the other creating the one. We all, male and female, are part of one geometry. If just one side of the polarity changes, just one side of the polarity needs to change, the other will reflect in a different dance, and the negative space must change. So if males stop being so reactive and we become sort of a yin like her, then this has to change. Because if we're not doing this light this curve here, we're following, because we're structured like a sine wave in existence, because everything is light and vibration. So this is what's being created here. And if males change here on the other side, she has to change too. But we have to collectively change. I can't change on my own and expect everything to be different. You guys have to change. And how do guys change? How do we change? Number one is we become more aware of our sacrums. Our sacrums are receiving impulses from the universal Father. And his impulse is basically collectively. You could tell, you could see that he's real because we're collectively doing this behavior and we're not even instructing or saying anything about it. We're not even validating this behavior, and yet everywhere we go, everywhere a female goes, same behavior, same behavior. So if we change this behavior collectively, karma will stop. Sorry, I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but I don't know. I just want to share my reflection of self with everyone, so that we can all grow collectively. But okay, and this is also this is another thing that I'm saying. We in reality, Earth is a matriarch, meaning that females are supposed to rule us, not rule us, but advise us and be our masters in a way, not like master us and like take our free will or anything, but they're supposed to be the advisors on this planet, not males. This is why the universal father stepped in the first place, I think. In order to change this imbalance, oh, this is from my diary again. See, I have lots of pages on polarity. This is all I study, none about polarity and why the sexes are so different. This is all I write about. And here, uh, ah, here's one thing where men are failing and creating karma. If guys continue to choose looks and lust over the soul rots, and men as a whole lose respect and admiration. You heard that? The soul rot. See, we're creating this karma where we keep choosing we keep choosing looks and lust over a good soul. And so we don't appreciate good souls anymore. We rather take a girl that looks beautiful and has a nasty soul, and we rather, you know, uh, keep keep how do you say this? Keep pushing that behavior. We keep respecting highly egoic females with good looks and and a lot of, you know, lustful features. We continue to appreciate and accept that because we were blinded by our own eyes, are blinding us. And this is this is a karma of the Father that needs to stop. Because if we don't stop, our own souls will suffer. Okay, we need to start valuing females with good souls instead of, you know, in can't I forgot this word. Supporting. There you go. Supporting that kind of behavior. Stop supporting that kind of behavior. Stop stop honoring females just because of the beauty and the lust. Start looking deeper, and collectively things will change. What else is male karma that we've been blinded? The Father's been influencing the sacral. sacral chakra is so powerful. My God. And we need to become masters of our sacrum. We need to figure out when the sacrum is manipulating, because it is manipulating. Um, you will know. You will notice that when certain uh, situations happen around you, especially involving the opposite sex. Well, that's what it was created for. The sacrum was created to give you signals on subconscious signals so that you become more self-aware. But it's also comes with a lot of karmas. One karma is that it has this very masculine power about it. Like if uh, okay, this is I wrote this polarity Y with question mark. See right there. I wrote polarity Y polarity, and this is what I had to say. I don't know if maybe I was receiving channelings or messages or some of the information I was absorbing, but somehow this came about and I wrote it. It says the sacrum of the polarity game is love. So everybody's after love. I mean, there's no difference between man and woman. Love is the ultimate object, the ultimate prize here. And love is actually the one. Very, very true. I need to write that down. I just came up with that. But love is the one. And sexes will reflect in the right way, you know? So here I wrote the sacrum of the polarity game is love. That being said, the woman is the way she is because as a collective, the man has a very strong masculine flame. You have the masculine flame burning in your sacrum. Uh, the flame burning as a result in order to provide the male with some inertia. So this is what the sacrum is creating. It's creating this rate this gender. No, I don't want to call it a gender. Females is sort of writing the way they should act. So they should have this inertia because the father is always sending this whore signal. You know, always sending us this signal to want to call them whores, whores, whores. Why? We don't have to listen to the father. We have self-governing here. Okay, these subconscious chakras here that we have down here, we could shut them all off. We could completely disconnect from them. And I have some breathing exercises that I'll show everyone later where we could just stop letting these signals down here influence our behavior. So the entire female collective is a complete reflection. Complete reflection. There is no separation whatsoever of the male. No insecurity, no belief system. Just let all the belief system, all the negative belief systems, all the insecurities just because the way they are acting is a complete reflection. Okay? The woman must find her inner feminine to create some logic in her life. She presents the collective with some inertia. Why does she have to do the inertia? Because of the spell, the horse spell. Not only that, males are extremely reactive. And a lot of times, we'll just mount. But anyway, this is it for now. I'll talk to you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys learned something today. And as a collective, I hope that these karmas that we keep on repeating, keep on repeating, keep on repeating, and keep suffering and suffering, I hope we break these karmas someday, and we become Christed beings, and we enter non-polarity, which will be very interesting. Namaste.